Hey everyone, welcome to another Teach Time topic video. Today we're going to be talking about infusing economics into your classroom, no matter what you may teach. I call this the onesie system. You can kind of call it whatever you want. I named it after my mentor teacher who taught me it and how to use it in the classroom. So you can change whatever the name is. This is just something I came up with a while ago, and I just wanted to share it with you. The mission of the onesie system, or this whole game, is to educate our students on the importance of economics, trade, spending, and investing, while also encouraging positive behavior in school/community involvement. Okay, so what are onesies? Now, first of all, this is a year-round thing or a semester-long thing, however long your classes are. But this is not meant to be a once a week thing. It needs to be consistent. And if you're going to use it, you want to use it a lot so the students buy in, and then you can make it more competitive as they go along. But a onesie literally is just that little cash picture right there. It looks just like a little piece of paper with the 100 on it. And then we would change the currency to 50, 20, 10, 5, ones, just like regular currency. But that's kind of what it looks like. And then I'd print those out, and then I would give those out to students for positive behavior or things that I liked seeing in the classroom. So, for example, maybe they did really well on the test. I pay them for good test scores. It kind of depends on what you want to do with it, but they like that extrinsic value to this. So that's kind of why this is different than PBIS reward system that we have. But I'll tell you here in a sec how you can use both if you choose to do that. And we prefer you use PBIS just because it would be more consistent with kids getting their points and getting their rewards. But anyway, the currency can be used for positive behavior, community service, academic support, or performance. I mean, collaborating with peers or anything the staff feels worthy. Students earn onesies towards their online account. So I would create a Google Sheet or a Microsoft Excel sheet, and then I would just teach them the value of putting cash away like a bank. That way they don't lose it, because middle school students, they're going to lose it. And so I always just kind of had that set up for them. So if they wanted to deposit money, I would make time in my lesson, usually towards the end of class or right at the beginning. And I wouldn't want to take too much time away from my instruction, but they would come on a certain day to deposit their money, and then they would go into their online account, and then I would let them earn interest on their account. So that was kind of the incentive as well for them to deposit money, so they gained a little money back. Teachers and administrators are the only ones who can distribute onesies and run the online accounts. If you did it school wide, you could possibly have everybody else do it. So custodians, cafeteria staff, anybody like that. But really, this is more effective in just your classroom. Positive behavioral interventions and supports, or PBIS, asserts that the process of teaching and monitoring expectations is a vital prerequisite for positive behavior. So the value of this is rewarding them in a way to replace the behavior you don't want to see. So by giving onesies, you're now creating an incentive for your students to do better. So the challenges with this is the stock market tie-in, which I think is kind of fun, but it loses some people. So if you have questions, just you could always email me. But each student receives a stock certificate equal to 1 share at the beginning of the year. That gets them involved right away. Everybody's in the game. The administrators, or teachers in this case, decide based off the data each week whether or not to increase/decrease the stock price based on student performance, e.g., attendance, discipline, and passing rates. So, for example, if you're a teacher and you had a day where maybe the students weren't all quite on task, maybe you lowered the stock price, I would just write it on my board, and it would be a red arrow if it went down, a green arrow if it went up. And I just changed the value. I always started it off at $20. It's a nice even number. So the stock price starting off is $20. And if they want to buy more shares, they have to pay whatever that stock price is. So for example, if the stock price is $20 and they want to buy 5 shares, they need 100 onesies. The whole goal of this is to get them to think in the long term, because most likely the stock price is going to be up from 20, and they can sell their shares whenever they want. So that is completely up to them, but we would give rewards for students with the most stock or most shares and stock value. And so that was kind of the competition there. And they can use their onesies again to buy whatever they need in the classroom. So it's teaching them how to use their money wisely. And if they run out, they run out. You know, if they're done after that, they have to somehow find a way to earn more. So it's creating a mini economy and stock market system in your classroom or school. So that's it. That's kind of it as far as what it does. I think the simpler the better. If you really want to try this and link it with PBIS, my suggestion is if you're doing the onesie system or your cash system, that the students can exchange cash for PBIS points. And you can kind of figure out how much points you want to give them based off the amount of money. That's got to be something up to you. But that can be one way you can do both if you really like the money idea. There's a couple links that you can look up here. If you just look up the one on the left, teaching kids finance and smart spending with cryptocurrency, that's kind of cool. Teaching kids with online currency like Bitcoin. And then you have the stock market game, which is an actual game where they are given fake money online and invest in real stocks such as Disney, Coca-Cola, etc. So that can be kind of a fun activity. I mean, this is up the social studies alley, but at the same time, if you're teaching kids financial literacy and the value of saving and spending their money wisely, it can't hurt either. And math could use it, science could use it, English could use it. I mean, anybody can use it. It does take some work up front. If you need help with anything like as far as printing the bills and the stock certificates, I have all that stuff. But it's a really fun way and it's engaging with your students. It supports multiple response strategies, checks for understanding, and it really just creates a cool, fun culture in your classroom. Again, if you have any questions, I can sit down and talk with you. But other than that, that is it. Have fun if you choose to use it. It can be very competitive, just warning you. And that's kind of what I liked in my classroom. So again, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.